Hey, hi, hello there, everybody. Welcome to me cleaning a pair of glasses. Woo! Exciting times! Yeah! Only the best for you all. See, the thing is I can't see with the current pair that I have on. Well, I mean, I can. I just can't see at a distance. But these ones are just blue blockers. So, theoretically, if I can get them clean. aren't you glad you tuned in for this exciting glass cleaning content? Also, I know I didn't give anybody enough warning for this one, so probably people are going to show up late. So you all, those of you who showed up early, get the exciting content of me cleaning my glasses. Could I go get glass cleaner? Yes. Am I going to? No. Why? Because that would be easy. Here we go. See, it's cleaning up. It's all right. It's fine. It's fine. These little microfiber thingies, these are amazing. They can clean anything, almost. I think they're actually, like, you can use them for jewelry polishing, too, you know. I know everybody tuned in for this. This is the content you all are here for. God damn it. I just cleaned that, and then I smeared my hands all over it. Here we go. Clean-ish? We're gonna pretend like we're clean, at least? Looks clean to me. Alright. I know we like the blue ones, but I can't see. So, if we're going to continue doing the visual gag, we have to do the visual gag with something I can see with. Which means we have to switch out the glasses. Sorry. Also, oddly, this seems to fit these glasses better, so, you know. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. There we go. I have a blue pair of these somewhere. Maybe I'll find them. There. See, that's better. Now I look like a schoolmarm. Even got my red lipstick going. Always watching. I just took a shower, you guys, so my hair is still wet. It is actually. I just needed to, like, inform you that I showered. Because that's how the game is played. The shower doesn't count unless I tell you I showered. Right. Where'd my chat get to? Where is my chat? Oh, wow, look at all of you. I didn't think all y'all would be here yet. I only gave you like 10 minutes warning. I wish I owned a pool. If I owned a pool, I'd be in there quite frequently. Maybe not every day, but I would definitely be in there quite frequently. If I lived near the beach, I'd be on the beach quite a bit. I live like an hour and a half away from the beach, which is unfortunately far enough that I can't be there like daily, but I tell you what. I was so proud of that picture. Hey guys, what do you guys think of the thumbnail? Ducky Pits, welcome to the undergrads. Mwahaha. I still need like a thunder sound. I need a soundboard and I need a crashing thunder sound. Fools! Alright, who showed up first? Golden Hamster was here first. Saint Minotaur. Tundra got here. Lovely Pigeon. Hot Pocket Phoenix is here. Knots by Kaylee. Ruby's here. Gwen's here. Smug's here. Adrian's here. Horse and Rider. Bella. Annie. Curvy. Tempopo. Ashandre's here. Good to see you. I'm never late. I arrive precisely when I get around to it. Exactly. Good for you. Good for you. Mark's safe from Top Chat. That's right. That's right. Make sure you're not on Top Chat. Top Chat ruins relationships. It's Iwata. Good to see you. I know, right? Glasses cleaning. Ooh. That's the content you signed up for, isn't it? Can't keep your glasses clean, so if your life dependent. I do routinely clean my glasses when I do wear them, but like these literally are just blue blocker, and they're already filthy. Well, to be fair, they were never quite clean, so can't really blame them for being dirty already. But all these do is just block. They're just blue blockers. They're trendy. So I'm one of the cool kids now because I can whack myself in the face with my and my hair apparently. Hello, Oliver. It's good to see you. Four Paws, good to see you. I really do want to get. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Now that I'm kind of wearing these things, I showed you guys the picture of the moths. Look how tangled up they get with themselves, though. Which way do you need to go? Like they get tangled up in their own chain. It annoys that annoys me more than anything. They tangle themselves up, which I guess is probably a good thing, honestly, because it probably keeps them from swinging more than they normally would. I don't know. The lives and the times of a glass is strange. Anyway, they've got I showed you the ones with the moths that hang on them. The moths are like right here. I don't think they're like extra. I think they're just part of this part of the chain. So they're not going to swing in my face as much, but they do look so cool. Hey, Ellen's here. Southern Bonita. Pool lives. I wish I had a pool. I guess we don't get pool lives though. Hello, Tessa. Because apparently there's an algae bloom in the pool in Florida. So there will be no pool lives. Poor dude. Poor Lee. He doesn't get to go to the beach. He doesn't get to swim in the pool. All he gets to do. Remembrance when Amba brought those glasses and was very annoyed they weren't tinted yellow. I don't think I was around for that one. Hey, Yami's here. Little Issa's here. When did she buy blue blockers and they weren't yellow? Yeah, also poor Levi because Roz seems pissed. Yes, somehow it's Levi's fault. Couldn't possibly be Roz's fault getting into the water all clean. But I do kind of feel bad for Lee because he's come all this way. I mean, basically across the country, I guess. It is literally the other side of the country, just, the low part. And, like, all he's gotten to do is clean. So, hey, Amber. I'm not as cool as... Is that the ankle that does that? Hey, Amber. No, you've had 3 days to thunderstorm. You don't get to thunderstorm now. Look like I'm choking myself, but I'm really not. I promise. It's not that kind of a channel. Yeah, it's the ankle. Susan of the Wood is also another ride home. Hey, Uncomfortable Ginger, good to see you. Send the storm. Where are you again, Sane? Where are you that you're not getting any rain? The no Wi-Fi era because they had absolutely no connection. Wi-Fi, oops, Wi-Fi era. That was during the Wi-Fi era? Somehow I missed that. Oh, you're in England. Oh, you're British. Look at you. I didn't know that about you. Tequila. Oh, I like this. Little the cat. Thank you for the... I want to say disco cat, but that's not... DJ cat. Thank you for the DJ cat. I appreciate that. It's called Turn It Up. Am I not loud enough for y'all? I can turn it up. I'm pinning that. There we go. There's a link to the Discord that I just pinned. And if you want to join, it's an 18 plus. So my sweet, lovely nemesis. The rivalry begins. You have no idea what that is. It's a DJ cat. And apparently it was called Turn It Up. So thank you for it. I thought it was cute. I wish you could replay them. I wish I could replay them. Like, I wish if I clicked on it. Oh, look, I can like it, though. Hey. I can interact with the damn thing. I wish I could like play it again. You know? But apparently not. Apparently we don't get that. I know like most of you are from the States. I know that. I know what my demographics look like. And then like the next largest group of you are from the UK. And the next largest group of you are from Canada. And then I have like I think the group after that's Australia. So unsurprisingly, the largest groups of you are from the predominantly English-speaking countries. Go figure. And then I know there's like little pockets of you in other countries as well. I need one of those water spraying planes just to dump ice cold water on me. I'm so sorry. You're Nevada. My legal. You guys crack me up. You wish you had some rain in Georgia? Oh, you guys got fires in Georgia? I didn't know that. I should check on my aunt. She's been texting. She's fine. You're here, but your phone is on an ice pack. Ruby, you're in Scotland? Where are you guys from? Ruby, Ruby, you're in Scotland, right? Yeah? That's the Scottish flag, right? Why do the guys call women hen? Why is that a thing? Why is that a term of endearment? It is humid, Tundra. It is humid. It's humid on this coast. Yeah, why is your phone heating up, K-Buns? I mean, I hate to be like that, but have you tried turning it off and turning it back on again? Sometimes there's something running in the background. Hey, down by the river. I saw you pop in and I didn't say hi. You're from Ottawa? Well, I assume Ottawa's a big place. Unless you're purposefully stalking Miss Pondu. Everyone can be hen, even pets. I'm calling my cats hen from now on. I already call them Bubby. You shut everything and it's calming down now. Australia does not exist. Look, we have covered this, all right? Much like birds, Australia is not real. So, all right. What I thought we could do today... Yeah, you guys are going to ponder that one over for a minute. What I thought we could do today is get caught up on Miss Quirky Love Rosee. I know you guys just came from... Oh man, Kicking Geese is still alive. Dang it. If you came here from Kicking Geese's live, get your ass back over there. I know Scar's still alive and still covering her, but I am woefully behind on kicking or on well, that too. On our lovely missing twin Lynn. So I thought we could catch up. There we go. I'm setting... There we go. Yeah? Let's... Hey, look, you can see the... I mean, you don't need to see the top of my head, do you? Ooh. Ooh. Hey. There we go. See, I didn't put my foundation on, so I don't look so disco bally. I think the highlight in the foundation that I wear is a little too highlighty for these lights, and it literally makes me look like a strobe light, like it's just from a mirror. Anyway, we're figuring out the new setup. It is a whole 63 degrees. Where are you, Itsawasa? Why are you bragging? What's with this bragging? I'm from Birmingham, so it's wench. Birmingham, right? I'm probably saying that wrong. We would say it Birmingham. That's how we would say it. We being me. I am multitudes. Oh, Oliver, you're in Oklahoma? Oklahoma. My eyes are watering really bad, guys, so I apologize if you see me doing this a lot. That's why I don't have more makeup on. Yummy. Did you just say birds aren't real? Yes. Yes, I did. You okay, hen is common. Is that a compliment? Is that what is that? I love slang in other countries. Sorry about moving the camera. Air quality is 190 here, which is better than a couple days ago. Whoosh. Birmingham. There's an H in it. Hey, random's here. Better business, Birmingham. It's a goddamn H in that word. You're not tricking me. Only 104 in Phoenix. Oh, hey, it's like spring there, Jody. It's like springtime. The spring-a-ding-a-ding time. In the UK, we say Birmingham. There's an H in the... I can clearly see the H. You're as bad as the French. Oh, you just noticed Mothman? Oh, yeah. He's a... What are you? You a squishmallow? What are you? Squishable. I don't know. He was in a store. My mother went in there to buy something for my step niece, I think. I think that's what she qualifies as, my step niece. And because I guess my step niece is really into these things. And then I saw that and I was like, well, I have to have that. So I ended up getting it. Birmingham. No, there's an H in the word. 102 in Oklahoma. Good Lord. I'm in the Cascadia subduction zone. It's 45 to 65. You say Cascadia subduction zone like I know where that is. It's Owaza. But someday the ground will shake and the sea will claim me. Are you in California? We don't pronounce the H in ham place names here. But you say herb. That's my Kaylee. No? Santa Rosa? I feel judged. Is it not Santa Rosa? Don't talk to me about H's, Tiny. It's been 90 with heat indexes in the 100 most of the week, even here. I know what bacon feels like. Yeah, it's been actually, this week has been very nice. It's been mostly in like the mid 80s, but it's been humid AF. So you're scared of Arizona heat. It melts plastic pens. Yikes. I learned recently that's because of a French influence, apparently. Well, there you go. Now I can truly make fun of you because it is a French thing. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I don't know what to tell you. Well, how do you... What about Santa Rosa or the H? No, locals will skip the T in the Santa. So it's just Santa? Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I think I have heard it pronounced Santa Rosa. Yeah. I think I've heard it pronounced that way, yeah. Look, I'm from an area where we pronounce all of the letters, whether it's meant to be pronounced that way or not. So it's Tehebes, not Thebes. I don't know what to tell you about that one. Unless it's Louisville, and then you swallow everyone. You just swallow everything after the law. I don't know what's special about Louisville, but we don't pronounce those letters. We don't like those letters. I meant the French influence is why Americans don't say H in herb. Yeah, well, you don't get to talk. You don't pronounce H in ham. San Rafael? Yeah, but that's just San. There's no T there. Ha ha ha. I've heard Santa Ana. Yeah, I've heard Santa Ana. Yeah. Not Santa Rosa. I think I've heard Santa Rosa, but I don't think I've ever seen it written Santa Rosa and heard it pronounced Santa Rosa, if you understand what I'm saying there. There's Jessie B. Hey, Sugar Shay. I like to say Wednesday. Yeah. Wednesday. I have to do that if I want to spell it correctly. Amanda can't come to the phone, says the American that pronounces Arkansas, not Arkansas. Make it make sense. Look, AR, Kansas, R, Kansas. It's Arkansas, right? I watch Dr. Gluon. I watch Dr. Gluon. He does gaming. I, I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad anymore. You can't shame me after watching him. Not only does he mispronounce words, he gives no fucks. So, yep, French people never know if they're saying I am or I ham. Ah, the French. Why do they hate us? Why do they hate us? We should be nicer to the French. We wouldn't be a country without the French. Also, their soccer team's pretty decent. Anyway, back to making fun of what we're really here for. Snow Bear. No, I'm kidding. I mean, we are going to watch Snow Bear, but we're not making fun of Snow Bear yet. Maybe we will. I don't know. Snow Bear says her words right. But Snow Bear's from the East Coast. What coast am I on? I'm on the East Coast. Snow Bear's from around here. Hey, LaFay, good to see you. Mythical friend. Birds are not real. Hello, Corvid. Good to see you. Hello, Demi. Well, if it's not Jesu Jambon... I didn't take French. I took German, and I'm bad at that, too. Arkansas versus Kansas is due to regional variation of local native languages. That's fair. Also, probably the French. I took French in high school, and they went on foreign exchange. I love the French. They just hate everyone. You went to Paris. I've been told. I've never been. I've been told that people in Paris are kind of, assholey, but you get outside of Paris and like everybody's normal and nice, which I can kind of understand because it's like, even in America, if you get into like the big cities, a lot of times people are kind of, well, we live on top of each other, so we're all irritable. But you get outside of that, and I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to pretend like it's all, sunshine and roses outside of the larger cities, but people tend to be not so high strung. So, people in the UK do not pronounce the H in ham places names like Nottingham or Birmingham because the suffix is unstressed, causing the H to drop. Well, then why is it there? I ask. Kidding. You're gonna shit how I say Des Moines. It was nice. We visited Paris, but if you think open racism is bad here, yeah. No, people think racism's bad here in the States, and then they travel. And they're like, "Wow, yeah, y'all." I'm not saying we're great. I'm just saying it could be worse, is what I'm saying. I had a redwood tree ecology poster in my bedroom as a kid. That's pretty cool. I hate everyone and give no fucks. Wait, Ruby never mind. You weren't consulted when place names were created. Why not? It's Des Moines. It's Des Moines. It's Des Moines. It's Des Moines. I can't even say it right anymore. But Francis open about... Yeah, it's the openness of it that cracks me up. I don't know if that's funny. I just, It's like when people move from the South to the North and they're like, oh my God, the racism in the South, in the North is so much worse. And it's like, but then Northern people are like, we're not racist. It's like, you're just not as open about it. Like, Southern people will at least be racist to your face. Des Moines. You guys are determined. Oh, God. Do you guys want to watch this video? Do you just want me to say words funny? Des Moines? Des Moines. Yeah, the phonetics is the problem here. The time is question if I was the trans stuff, it gets a little rocky outside of the US too. It's culture shock. I'm not trying to say that like other countries are bad or anything like that. It's culture shock. You just get used to it a certain way here in the US, and then you go somewhere else and it's different there. I'm sure when people travel here, they think things are different in a bad way or a good way, whatever, here as well. So we're here for a video. Are you? Are we? Say more words. How many words do I need to say? What? We have some fun ones in Washington State. You're talking state, Jesse B? Say. I hate this. Say sequim or pulyap? 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 Is that even a word? Pulyap. Pulyap? Like a pull up? Is that you ready me to say pull up? Stop it. All right, there we go. Anyway. Hello, Jennifer. Happily listen to me mispronounce place names that listen to Roz. No, because it's just gonna be blackmail later on. I used to live in northern. Come back here. I used to live in northern. That's north. Is that Nevada? Yeah, northern Nevada. And getting my students to say, "Wow, what is that one?" I can't even pronounce that first word. What is that? And Worcestershire? I can't say Worcestershire. I'm sorry. That's also a word I fully admit that I cannot pronounce. I know I'm saying that one wrong. Went to UNR and really loved it. That's, yeah. What's North Virginia's? Is there a North Virginia? Am I being stupid? My geography is showing. Stop blackmail. How dare I accuse you of recording me saying stupid words to use against me later? Hello, Four Paws. Hello, Quirky. How'd your thing go? Really fun game is to pull up names of Utah cities and try to pronounce them. You'll get 90% of them wrong because we can't pronounce anything like it should be. Well, the funny part is if you walk around Indiana, especially the southern part of Indiana, you think you're saying the words right because they're all familiar names, but we don't pronounce them the way that they are, written. Like Thebes or New Pal. It's not pronounced the way you think it is. Worcestershire. Worcestershire. I know you wouldn't blackmail me. Do I? Hello, lovely pigeon. Most unpronounceable place names in the U.S. come from the language of local native tribes. It's really a shame we didn't learn native languages as part of our early education. There's so many different native languages, though, lovely pigeon, and part of the problem with them being unpronounceable is that they were written down by, the explorers who were discovering the tribes at the time. And so they were written phonetically for that language. So then we're learning these place names secondhand at best through another language. So that's why a lot of these names, like there's the Schuylkill River around here. And if I were to type Schuylkill out for you, you would not pronounce it Schuylkill. I had to be taught how to say it because it's not intuitive how to say it. So, and it's very much one of those kinds of things. So it is a shame that, and it's one of the reasons why a lot of the tribes try to preserve their languages. But on the other hand, code talkers during World War II. I mean, we had an advantage there because nobody fucking spoke those languages. So, I don't know. Maybe it's our secret power. I don't know. I saw my name here. Sugar Shay says, are the glass chains charms in honor of Roz? They are, and eventually we will watch a video. Eventually, once everybody gets done making fun of me here. Mexa, Texas, and Bernay? I dare you all to try to say those. Hello, Ruthie. I will pronounce Bernay that way because that's how I was taught to say that word. But I'm probably right. Yeah, written by white folk. Exactly. Well, because, like, with the exception of, I think, well, actually only 1 or 2 tribes, there wasn't a lot of, like, written language as we understand it. I think a couple of them had kind of like a hieroglyphic style. I don't want to call it hieroglyphic, but they had like a pictorial style written version. I hate these. Language. Who was the guy that actually created an alphabet? Is that one of the Cree languages? But that didn't happen until after contact, so. But they do actually have their own, like, alphabet and everything. Thought I heard my cat crying, sorry. Learned it, durned it? What? Muheya. Muheya, okay. Burnett, or like, learned it, durned it, burned it? Oh, like you burned it. Okay. It's a lot of symbolic pictorial language, yeah. It bugs me that Lima, Ohio is pronounced Lima. Yep. Lima beans. What do you want from us? Hey, Mighty Morphin Ninja Turtle. I don't know what you're catching. I don't know what we're doing here. Woo's stir Sucka Worcestershire. Oh shit. Somebody wrote it out as like something your sister shire, something like that. I do love Snow Bear, yeah. Snow Bear is pretty cool. We'll get there eventually. Yeah, I used to think Phoebe was pronounced that way too. Yeah, I used to think it was Phoebe or Phobe. So a lot of creative pronunciations of words. So, yeah, we're Worcestershire sauce. Yeah, Chandra, I think you were the one that wrote that one out too. I still get a kick out of people learning the truth about the Bunny Ranch. I don't want to know. We're gonna leave it there. The boss is telling us to focus. No one's the boss of me. Who's your sister sauce? I can see that. Wash your sister sauce. Phobe. Tooele? Yeah, Tooele City. Yeah. Tooele. There's a linguistic map test for accents you can take that's fun. Oh, that's kind of fun. That's why I like Cali's Spanish. Spells exactly how it sounds. You know, at some point. Alright, she's fine. She's just pissed off. It's a ranch for bunnies. Duh. Is it though? Is it? Alright. This is, I don't know how much of this we're gonna get watched now. But this is from 4 days ago. And I don't think we're actually going to watch most of it anyway. Because this is the brunch meltdown, again, from 4 days ago. If not 5 days ago. But this is Snow Bear's cut down of it. And you guys have to forgive me. I'm actually having some hand pain for realsies. So if you see me fucking with my hands or cracking my knuckles, it is what it is. I would take some pills on camera because apparently that's the only way it works, but they're in the other room and I'm too lazy to go get up and get them. And anyway, the thumbnail, you guys like the thumbnail? Hello, baby gecko. Good to see you. Good to see you too. Barky Cauldron. Hello, everybody who's sneaking in. All right. I have this sped up. So if any of them sound particularly like animated, that's why. Who is this Shannon person? It's not quite 24 hours old. Do we have sound?
Hey everybody, welcome back or welcome if you're new here. I'm Snow, and on this channel we take a look at hot messes on the internet, and we just have a little bit of fun with it. Today's episode we're taking a look at Quirky Love Rosee making like a sloppy egg sandwich, and so...
Is the sound weird for you guys? Why is the sound all foobar? If I do that, it'll disconnect the camera. And then it'll fuck everything up. Tilapia? It's fast. Too fast? Okay. We will slow that down. We'll just put it back down to normal.
Loss with her boyfriend in the middle of the day. So nothing spectacular happens, although she is very, very easily baited into a crash out. So let's take a look. Before we get started, I would highly discourage sending any hate or attention to anyone depicted in this video, either in real life or in their chat section. If you wouldn't mind, like...
Hello, Big Scoops. Good to see you in here. Who else stuck in here? MRSP, good to see you. It's just Morgan. Comment requires my attention. You sent me a... Thank you for the super chat. Oh, I don't think I have a... Well, thank you for that, actually. That's okay. Allie's talking about bottles. I will totally talk bottles. Allie, talk bottles with me. I did a project on bottles. You guys want to talk bottles? Historical bottles? You want to learn about Faygo? Oh yeah, you do. You just don't realize you do. Let me tell you about Faygo.
Liking, subscribing, sharing, hyping, all those things are really supportive to the channel, and I really appreciate it if you feel inspired to do so. For every like, I will add a new henna shade.
Unfortunately, it's not henna lafay.
And for every subscribe, I'm gonna break a glass in the sink.
Thank you for filling my waters.
You're welcome.
Thank you for filling my waters.
The ice too.
Oh, thank you, baby.
I hate her baby face.
No one knows I'm going live with this random.
Yes, like bottles, like pop bottles.
Alyssa,
You
you
learn
saw
about the
photos.
blue
I'm wearing the
bottles?
same dress as yesterday.
Oh, the yellow dress is back. I just noticed the yellow dress is back. How did I... Because I was thinking the other day, what happened to the yellow dress? Bunding specifically. Let me tell you about Faygo.
Sue me. I love the fit. Look at it. Look at it. It's a vibe. Okay.
It's a vibe. It is a vibe. It's a theme. I appreciate the theme. I do. I appreciate the effort in the theme.
If you notice in my eyes, I did not sleep. That's why we're doing an early stream today. So
You said
I
Faygo
can
pop
go
is one
sleepy
word.
sleep.
All right. Here is the infamous question. There's the ice breaking question we would always ask every time we got into a new group. Is it soda? Is it pop? Or is it Coke?
A little early and hopefully fix my sleep schedule. But we haven't eaten yet, so
Oh, I'm sorry, Nuts.
I'm just gonna make some ham sammies. No, egg sammies. We're not using ham. Why? I don't know why I almost said ham. Anyway, it's gonna be a little bit of a mess because I'm sleep deprived. So sue me. This one slept, but he didn't get enough sleep, so he's also tired. Are you gonna want the works on the sandwich? Which is the sauce, the mayo,
Yes.
the cheese, the honey. Cool. Okay.
The works is cheese, mayo, honey, and truffle sauce. So hands up if you're borfing.
I've told this story before, but I'll tell it again.
Random planet.
It's funny. In hindsight, my mom, I don't think finds it as funny. Honestly, and as an adult, I get it. As a kid, I really just wanted glasses.
There's more than 3 questions. There's more than 3 answers to that question. Oh, really? What are they, Emily? Sorry, that came out weird. I mean, I meant for it to be kind of weird, but not that weird. Hello, Princess Brioche. Soda. No mentally sound person could use Coke universally. Oh, you haven't been in the southern U.S. You want Coke? Yeah? What flavor? Coke? Do you want Sprite? That's not Coke. Coke is pop. I need to get caught up on MC's videos. Maybe that's what we should watch. If we can, one of these days, if we can make it through a video, we'll go watch MC's creations. Yeah, calling soda that isn't Coca-Cola Coke is very Southern. Yeah.
It was like the 4th grade. And I was just convinced that like smart kids wore glasses. And I was a huge book nerd and I really wanted to wear glasses. And I think I was like at the age where like my mom wouldn't get me like
I didn't even think of other countries.
I don't know if I just wasn't aware that was an option.
Very ethnocentric of me. I apologize. There's soda pop. Fizzy, bubbly. Who calls it a fizzy? Okay, outside of the US. We're not this is just US. I guess we're just doing US because again, I was being unfortunately very ethnocentric of where do you call it fizzy? Where do you call it fizzy or bubbly? Well, I've heard bubbly. I mean, yeah, I've never heard soda referred to as a bubbly, but that doesn't mean it doesn't happen. Fizzy drink. Where do you call it a fizzy drink? And another one that escapes you at the moment? An icebreaker? Starts like a good way to start a fight.
But I was doing
fizzy
the
pop
eye
or fizzy
exam at
drinks.
school,
I can't add
and
stuff to it now, unfortunately.
Pretended I couldn't see
Fizzy
a
is
couple
UK.
of the letters, and I ended up getting these like
Council pop?
super dramatic red cat
Carbonated
eye
super
glasses.
water. Hello, BJ.
Gave me awful headaches. Didn't last very long. My mom was not happy, and she had every right to not be happy with me.
I beg your finest pardon.
Yeah, Ruby.
Are you telling me at 8 years old she started illness faking?
Yes, that sounds good. That sounds about accurate. I mean, I can't prove that she was illness faking at the age of 8, but that sounds accurate. That feels accurate in my heart. Sody, Sody's a new thing though. Fizzy, is there anywhere? Okay, not trying to be a dick, but it's going to come off that way. Is there anywhere in the U.S. where we call it fizzies? Not trying to be like fizzy drink is UK. Fizzy or fizz is what we called it in the rural U.S. area where I grew up. Where'd you grow up? I mean, don't dox yourself, but where'd you grow up, Emily? I don't think I've ever heard it called a fizzy. But you know, if I ever do this again, because it'll probably happen, I will try to remember to put fizzies in there. Council pop is more of a council estate thing. They're trailer park adjacent. Great. Fizzies were those little bottle cap things that we'd put in water and it'd make the water fizz. Yeah. I remember those terrible fucking candies. I hated those things. But it's okay. People love them. Hey, presents. I was actually 8 when I got told that I needed glasses, so it's so insulting to have somebody pretend that they actually needed something. It's not okay. Look, for a kid, if it wasn't Roz, for a kid to pretend to need something, especially something like glasses, if they're seeing all of their friends getting glasses, I can understand that. I know it sounds weird, but I can understand the need to want to belong. You know, all of their close friends are getting glasses. They're the only kid that doesn't have it. I can see that happening. And also for a while there, how old was I when that fad was going through? There was a fad for a while there to just wear glasses. Even just like fake, like these don't have a prescription on them, right? These are just blue blockers, which is why I can wear them and not be squinting at everything. So there was that fad for a while when I was younger, but I feel like I was like a mid-teenager. I was still in school, obviously. But I remember Claire's selling just plain glasses for people who just wanted to wear glasses, right? They didn't have a prescription in them. So I can see that kind of a thing. But like with Roz, her like illness faking, but even her mom said that she lied a lot. Like her mom's called her out straight out. So we know that Roz was lying for a long time, really early. So you remember that fad? Losing weight with Shannon? You remember that fad? I liked it, actually. I had a couple pair of fake glasses, but I also had to wear glasses. Like, it was a weird thing. I've always had like a real low prescription, so I can get away with it. 1987, 88, somewhere in there, I had clear glasses from Claire's Curvy. Yeah, so it's something that kind of came and went because, well, you're older than me. Blue blockers are amazing for those with vision issues that are non-eye related, like myself. You know, I find they actually really help with my migraines, especially with these little fuckers up here. I don't know why, but they make these more tolerable, probably because they're blocking the blue light. It's not the computer screen, it's the actual lights. I hate these so much. I'm not joking. When I was 6, my brother got chickenpox and I didn't get it until weeks later. So my mom drew red spots on me and put actual medicine on them. That's funny. No, my parents did the, we did the chickenpox party. I found out about this later as an adult, but my parents did the chickenpox party where I think my eldest sister got chickenpox first, and so we all had a big old sleepover. So we would all get chickenpox. Yeah, and then I got chickenpox twice, so that was fun. So, hey, Cloak on Cloak. So yeah, that's fun. How many people had chickenpox twice? Hey, String Cheese. We're wondering if we're wearing the chains all the time or just for your videos. No. I can't wear these all the time. I mean, maybe if I wore them all the time, I would eventually, like, desensitize to them. Maybe. You know, now that I know about the green light thing and how it's supposed to help with migraines, I wonder if maybe wearing, like, a green tinted lens. Now, I did used to wear colored lenses when I was in high school because I thought I was hot shit. And so I had like blue ones and red ones. I did have a pair of green. I did have a pair of orange. And I would just color coordinate the lens with whatever I was wearing that day. So, but that wasn't for any kind of like medical reason. That was just because I thought I was cool as shit. Hey, Cassandra Cat, thanks for joining the interns. Mwahaha. But I do wonder, like now that I'm, old, I wonder if wearing like a green lens would actually help with like the migraine thing. Random says, I have an optic I'm going to say this wrong. Optic neuritis in both eyes, and that affects the optical nerve. So script glasses do nothing for them, but filtering light has helped quite a bit. Yeah, I know you have that. Because you've mentioned it a few times in your videos. So you're saying that like the light filtering actually helps. Is it just filtering the blue light or just certain spectrum of the lights? Obviously, I'm trying to sound all intelligent here, but it's not working out. So, also some people just I've been told that like the color of the glasses can help with your mood. If I had lied to get prescription glasses, my dad would have made me wear them regardless of the headaches. Yeah. Well, they wouldn't have given you a prescription if you'd gone in.
At 8 years old, she started with the
You had chickenpox twice, Key?
That is okay.
Yep, that's what I've heard, Key Cat.
So many things make sense right now.
I've heard that if you get chickenpox twice, you're more likely to have shingles later in life. So that's why I was wondering. I have blue light filter on my computer monitor. It helps with your migraines. I don't like it on my computer because it fucks with the color and that irritates me. So that's the only reason why I have it. I believe wearing yellow lenses is supposed to help with dyslexia. How? I mean, I'm not going to say it doesn't, but I'm just curious how that's supposed to do anything. My mom had a chickenpox shot scheduled and I picked it up at daycare. Yeah. Blue light blockers also help with the flicker rates. There we go. And more clinics and hospitals are fluorescent lighting. Yeah, I know. Fluorescent lighting. Oh, I hate fluorescent lighting. Which causes headaches big time. Yeah, I know. I have to wear sunglasses when I go into, I think I've mentioned this before. I have to wear sunglasses when I go into museums because I don't know what that lighting is that they use in, especially art museums. I don't know what that lighting is that they use, but it will give me a migraine. Like I can maybe be in there for maybe 5-10 minutes and I will have a migraine. So I have to wear, I'm like that one asshole walking around with their sunglasses on indoors. That's me. It's like, I don't care if I look stupid. I want to be here, so I have to wear sunglasses.
No, this one's also broken. Cool. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 eggs broken. Damn it.
How did your eggs break?
Well, rip, I guess.
Hand it to the sink, and the sink will throw it out for you. God forbid we stand up and walk a couple of steps, right?
I finally put my pride aside and got myself a cane surprisingly way harder to use than I realized. Well, pink possibly. I'm really glad you're accommodating your needs. That's wonderful. I know it's not easy. I know it's, but providing for yourself in that way is like a good thing when you need something like that, you know? Yeah, canes are hard to use for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think it's really important that people who need mobility devices have access to them, and anything that people need to make it easy.
Her face in this picture is so aggressive inducing, especially knowing what I know about this picture now, knowing that this is a fake staged picture. This isn't even her cane. This is Rain's cane that she was borrowing. And knowing what I know from Rain's side of the story, that she being Rosee, would, you know how she ridicules people, like she low-key passive aggressively comes at people when she's around them, because we've watched her do it. Rain said that Rosee would talk down to Rain about having to use a cane because of her obesity, because they were both obese. And so Rosee would effectively make fun of Rain for having to use a cane. But then when this opportunity came to get interviewed and have a photo shoot for a magazine, suddenly Rosee needed to use a cane, and she borrowed Rain's to do it. This is what caused... I think this was the straw that broke the camel's back between her and Rain, but this is what finally caused the fallout between her and Rain. The stories that Rain has told, there was a lot of things that led up to it, but it looks like that this whole thing with the cane was the final straw. I feel like there was something up here that I missed, so if somebody sent a super chat or something and I missed it, I apologize. Random said, if anybody said hi, I can't see it. Aw. That's such an ugly thing to do. Oh, about making fun of the cane? Yeah. I still think Rain only made up with Roz to stop her from attacking her. I do too, clown sourcing. I 100% think that was just Rain trying to get Rosee to shut the fuck up. I really do. I completely agree. Because I don't think Rain wanted that kind of attention anyway. Roz is a nasty girl, yeah. Yeah, supposedly... Hey, Wheelie Carol. Supposedly, Rain made up with Rosee, but I agree with clown sourcing, and I'm sure a few of you, that it was really just self-preservation. I don't think Rain really wanted to make up with Rosee. And the reason I feel comfortable saying that is because Rain mentioned that she tried to uninvite Rosee from their wedding, Rain's wedding, and Rosee threw a fit about it. And so Rain ended up reinviting Rosee back to their wedding. So it seems to me, and I don't blame Rain going for like the less confrontational route with Rosee, but seeing how Rosee acts and seeing how that affects people, like viewing how Rain handled it, you can see how Rosee has bullied her way through life to get what she wants, right? Rain is just one of Rosee's victims, right? If we're going to talk about it this way, Rain is one of Rosee's victims, and Rosee has bullied Rain to the point where Rain had to reinvite her to her wedding, even though Rain didn't want Rosee at their wedding. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be using the wrong pronouns. And then now, more recently, Rain made up with Rosee to get, in my opinion, to get Rosee to leave them alone, because Rosee was going in hard on Rain and Rain's children online. Like, Rosee was going after Rain's adult child online, threatening to call the police on them because they replied to one of Rosee's tweets. Like bullshit like that. So that's the kind of person Rosee is, and that's how Rosee fights. She fights dirty, she fights nasty, and she will come at people until they apologize. She's still, I mean, for those of you who were here for it, because not everybody was here for it, she had a falling out with two people who, they don't come into my chat very often, but they hang out in Libby's chat and Aren't You Exhausted's chat. Chris and Britt, I think they hang out in Nikki's chat too. But Chris and Britt used to be close friends with Rosee, like close friends for like 12, somewhere between 10 and 15-ish years. I think more like 12. But anyway, when that friendship inevitably ended because of this one, she still to this day will get on her platforms and talk about how evil Chris and Britt were and how they were just using her and how they say nasty things about her when they don't think she's listening, and how we don't know all the horrible things that they said and did to her. And she just fights dirty. Just fucking dirty. And it doesn't even have to be true. And I know it's not true because it's coming out of her mouth. Right? But it causes enough friction online to cause problems for people. And she does have enough support and weird ass followers, her own little creepy, quirky crew, that they will go and harass people for her. So, yeah, you guys are giving out the story here. She did. Wait, hang on. Oliver, you said she went after them yesterday? Yeah, I'm behind with Rosee, so like I said, this was from 4 days ago on Snowbear's channel. So Random, come back. I'm sorry Random's eyes are being butt heads today, seriously. Hello, Zombaleek. I see that people are here because I see other people talking to them. How entitled do you have to be to demand a wedding invite, especially if you're not family? It's still not okay if you are family, but Roz doesn't even sound like she was close friends with this person. Roz thought she was, I guess. I don't know. Hello, Taffy Grise. Taffy Grise? Hello. If I missed people, I apologize. Just watching Roz with you, I noticed how she moved when she was all in your chats and saying she was a creator. It was weird. Then she is a bit unhinged. So Chris and Britt doesn't surprise me. Yeah. Yeah. Bye, Keycat. Have fun at your job.
Easier for them to live independently is like, I'm all for it. And I think it should be free. I think that when people cosplay as a person who needs mobility devices, I think that that's kind of fucked up, don't you? Is it hard to use them when you don't need them? Is it hard to use them when you borrow them from someone else and get a picture of yourself taken and then posted in the Daily Mail? Is that the difficult part? Like, what's hard for you? What's hard for you, Rosee, when you use that cane that one time to just be pictured with it?
I've just been really struggling with that for a lot of reasons. I actually just wrote a really in-depth comment about all of that on my most recent community tab post because someone asked me a question.
And so just along those lines, someone posted on her community post, "Hi, I was wondering, do you get depersonalization and or derealization with your agoraphobia? Because I have agoraphobia since late 2020. 2, I can't leave the house since then because of DPDR panic attacks." Now, we know the mental illness that she can't really define.
Wow. She wrote a novel. Sorry, I keep hitting the wrong button.
But she's never spoken about these things specifically that I am aware of. But in addition to all of her other issues, of course, that thing you just said she has. Of
Stop giving her ideas, unless it's going to be a funny one.
course she does. Of course she uses a cane. Of course that specific ailment that you just asked for, that she just heard about just now.
Great question. Depersonalization and derealization are both things I have struggled with for a very long time, tied to my CPTSD, and can be part of my agoraphobia issues when the agoraphobia is really bad. You didn't even know what those two words were until this person asked you about it. It's really difficult lately for me to be in places with a lot of people or with certain unknowns, especially with the added stressor of humidity plus heat of the current weather. That makes your agoraphobia worse. You didn't seem to have any problems with it in Nevada. Alongside my chronic pain and mobility issues, because I can't quit shoving food down my throat. I added that, sorry. And honestly, after having someone follow me for an hour in Texas with my boyfriend has made it difficult for me to want to leave my house too. Okay, first off, I don't know if that person really did follow her for an hour. There were 2 pictures. That doesn't mean that person was following her for an hour. Anyway, I mean, don't get me wrong, I think it's weird, but A, we don't have privacy laws in the US like they do everywhere else, so suck it up, buttercup. And B, whatever. It helps me to use my coping skills to focus on breathing. Wow, you breathe so well. Using music with headphones, because the light is too loud. Being with someone who I feel emotionally safe with. Actively working to reframe any catastrophizing thoughts. I think I said that wrong. I apologize. Among other coping skills. Right. You Googled that. I've done about 13 plus years of total therapy work minus the breaks. Well, it doesn't help. Your 13 plus years of total therapy work. You're 34? 21? Anyway. Since I was 10 years old. You've been in therapy since you were 10, and this is the result? One of my therapists worked with me on agoraphobia symptoms as well. So are you claiming now, is she now claiming that she's had agoraphobia since she was fucking 10? A lot of trauma work, shadow work, DBT, and CBT skills has helped me to be able to try and push through on good days and giving myself grace when I'm struggling. I've been really struggling to leave the house, even with my boyfriend here, because if I leave the house, then he can't deep clean every corner of it for me. I haven't been talking about it because some people are really fucking evil. I have a theory. You guys remind me to tell you about my theory here in a second. I finally left the house in over a week last night, and even then, it was just for a joyride and secluded dinner under a tree while we held up branches and ate like squirrels, because the thought of interacting with the outside world is so terrifying to me. I was having anxiety, chest pain. You were? And shortness of breath, and your loving boyfriend didn't take you to the hospital? You're describing a panic attack and your boyfriend didn't take you to the hospital? Fuck yourself. Grounding techniques help me a lot. When you have symptoms like this that are so serious and scary, it's important to work with professionals if you have access. Because the American healthcare system hates me personally. And take your small victories. Take the baby steps to the mailbox. Oh, good shit. Excuse me. Stand on your porch. Go into your lawn. Touch grass. Challenge yourself to say hello to a neighbor and expose yourself Rosie goes out on her porch, sees her neighbor, goes, surprise! Oh, shit. Sorry, choking on my own laughter here. Where are we? Challenge yourself to say hello to a neighbor and expose yourself to the fear to help lessen what? To help lessen it if you can. Exposure therapy has helped me a lot in ways in my life as well. Has helped me in a lot of ways in my life as well. You know, chunky donking. Above all, seek guidance, not from her. Don't seek guidance from Rosie. Please don't seek guidance from Rosie. And help from trusted professionals. Rosie, not a professional. Don't seek help from her. I feel your pain, but I'm struggling bussing myself, and I'm by no means an expert. Wow. At least you said it eventually. Just someone who relates with you through these experiences. Thank you for the star. Who sent that? Thank you for the star clown sourcing. She's a professional liar, yes. Don't expose yourself, Rosie. Who in their right mind is listening to Roz? Me, apparently, because I just read the damn thing. But she's had 13 years of experience. That's like being a professional. True. Hello, Pumpkin Patch. Roz can't walk to her own mailbox. I know. Well, she's got the rollator, and we all remember what happened when she walked to her mailbox and back. I know. She's the best, Tessa. What are you talking about? You don't want Roz to expose herself. Surprise! Yeah, her wording. Even her writing stuff is word salad. Her popcorn lung, yeah. That's illegal. Sorry. She's not on disability. No, Rosie is not on disability. She wants to be on disability. She keeps trying to get on disability, and she keeps being denied, from what I understand. She didn't even know agoraphobia had to be diagnosed and said so on camera. Yes, that is true. That is an actual true statement. She argued with people online that it didn't have to be diagnosed, and actually I think told somebody that they didn't know what they were talking about. So you like my dramatic readings? Thank you. All right. Did I miss anything else important? I'm so sorry. Hello, Hardly Dan. Hi from Gabby and me. We're off to the registry office tomorrow to give notice of our wedding. Congratulations. I mean, boo red tape, but congratulations. Yeah, she's claimed a lot. Jennifer says she's claimed a lot of intensive therapies and nothing has stuck. I mean, 13 years of therapy, and this is it. This is the result. According to the Emily says, according to the photographer, she saw them at Burger King and took one picture on her way to go run errands. And then after errands on the way home, she saw them again and took picture 2. Makes sense because she was in the same place for 1 hour. Gotcha. So the therapist. Yes, the therapist. So the photographer has verified that it was an hour. Gotcha. Hannah, she said yesterday that every time she finds a new therapist, she has to spend the first 6 sessions telling them her stories. One session with my therapist is 45 minutes, and that's because I have a discount rate. So I don't get like a full hour, which is fine. I don't need a full hour, but that's my point. A short session with my therapist is 45 minutes. So multiply 45 by 6, and this woman spends 6 sessions trauma dumping. Okay. That means she doesn't do any work. She's never done any work. This shadow work bullshit. She doesn't even know what shadow work is. Whatever. Clown sourcing. I think she claims her mom's degree as her own work. I do too. Oh, and that brings me back to my theory that I've told you guys to remind me of. Please excuse me. Where was it? I've been talking about it because some people are really freaking evil. Before I say this out loud, I want all of you to understand that I am speculating. I have no proof of this. I am simply speculating, so please don't go running off with this as if it is fact. All right? I just need you all to understand that before I say this out loud. But I just have this weird feeling in my gut, which is never, it's a crapshoot if that thing's correct or not. I feel like Rosee's setting this stuff up. And I think that because actually I was watching Snow Bear. I was driving today and I was listening to Snow Bear this morning, and it was about the Mormon missionaries that came to Rosee's door. And I'll the work is showing up and telling her stories. Talking about the Mormons and how they came to Rosee's door. No, it wasn't that. It was the privacy strike from Zachary Michael. And then she talked about the Mormons and how all of this stuff is happening right around the time that Remy's showing up, right? And it's just like all of this weird, extra stressy drama is happening when Lee is showing up, which nobody knew about, right? No one knew that Lee was coming. So there's no way that like Girl World trolls could have planned this because we didn't know. We didn't know Lee was going to be there, right? So she can't blame us. But suspiciously, all of this shit starts happening right before or right after Lee gets here. And the only person who knew that Lee was going to be here was her and Lee. And I guess, Levi. I personally, with no evidence, I feel like Rosie's doing it herself. I think Rosee has, how she is. I think she's demonized this quote unquote quirky, creepy crew. And I know who she means when she's saying that, but she makes it vague enough that it could be anyone, right? When she does talk about it. But I think that she has purposefully set that up in a way. And I warned people about this shit when it happened last time. But she has created a scapegoat, right? And now she's using that scapegoat, whether it is happening or not. Because there is no way for anyone there's no way for anyone in Girl World to have known that Lee was coming. So there's no way for anyone in Girl World to have set shit up specifically for Lee. I mean, we know he's there now. So after she showed us that Lee was there, everything that's all up for grabs. But up until that point, we didn't know Lee was going to be there, right? Only she did. So all of this other suspiciously timed shit, that's on her. I personally think she's doing it. I think she called the Mormon church. I think she really did do the privacy strike. Because maybe it was So Slightly I was actually listening to. It was either So Slightly or it was Snow Bear pointed out that since the privacy strike used her email, all she had to do was follow the link at the bottom of the email and cancel the privacy strike. Like, that's all she had to do. And she didn't. She didn't have to talk to a real person. She just had to follow a link. And she didn't. A shrimp fried my rice. She's nuts enough to do it herself. It's not that she's nuts enough. It's that she's diabolical enough. This isn't a crazy thing. I mean, it is crazy. But this is a manipulation and control thing. The Mormons are paid actors. Maybe. Emily says, Tiny, this is my theory too. Before first Roz visit Rem Job, come back. Before first Roz visit to Rem Job, we get text to his mom, the welfare check. Then second visit, we get privacy strike and Mormon church visit. There was no way for Girl World to be talking to Remy's mom because we didn't even know she was dating Remy yet. You know, it's shit like that. You guys are talking about other things here. Prez Hens, I think it's her and Barry Palm working together. I think she has help. I mean, this is, again, I have no evidence of this. I have to keep saying that over and over. But, what are you guys doing in the chat? Wait, what? Damn it, comment. Yeah, they will send Mormons anywhere. Yeah. She's vague on purpose to confuse newcomers and crazy enough it actually works. Yeah. She's convincing enough it works. Yeah, like she's a good manipulator. Like that's what I've been pointing out this entire time, and you know we've gotten 5 minutes, 5 whole minutes into this video. Prez Hidden said, okay, hang on. Prez Hidden said that's actually not true. Stop it. Come back here. In the first live, after it was shown that Remily was in town, Rosee said that a few of her insiders did know that he was there. But still nobody technically inside Girl World, unless her insiders are Girl World, which is possible. I'm not going to say that's not possible. Because I also don't believe all of her followers are friends. I've had Mormon missionaries, there we go, show up once at one of the places I've lived. Moonlit Novel, like, oh my God, see how dangerous my life is, take me with you. I think she wants him to move in with her. So, that's what I think. But that's my, again, personal opinion. Personal opinion. Anyway. A girl mole. I grew up Mormon. She's full of crap. Taffy Grise. Here's my thing about the Mormon kids. Because those were 2 very young boys. Young to me, because I am an elder. If they were sending... Because I have people who are close to me who are ex-Mormons, and they do occasionally have missionaries sent after them to bring them back into the church. They send older missionaries after them because they want like skilled missionaries to try to lure them back in. So they don't send like baby missionaries after you. But there's that. I had a Jehovah's Witness show up in my rural community, but as soon as we told them we weren't interested, they left. Yeah, I mean, most of them are not aggressive about it because it doesn't get them anything. Outlaw Heart says, I think the majority of morbidly obese people are manipulative by necessity, and then it just becomes so good at that after years of getting everyone to do everything for them. I mean, I'm not willing to paint everybody with that kind of a brush, but like definitely the girls. I think there's certainly a personality type. Definitely the girls, and definitely the people I've seen on like my 600-pound life. But I would definitely put the people on my 600-pound life. I think if they had like a social media presence, they would easily fall into Girl World. But those aren't everybody. Those are just one-offs. I mean, if you really count up how many people that is, that's like 2 handfuls of people, right? So that's not every obese person on the planet. But I do understand what you're saying. Like, to become super morbidly obese, you have to have an enabler somewhere. So... But again, no evidence. Yeah, these 19-year-old boys have to take 2 years out of their life and live together and watch each other every second and only do church things. The Mormons are crazy, but they're not malicious. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I had a fiance who was Mormon, and he had to go do his little missionary shit after he got out of the army. Saying a majority of morbidly obese is wild. A majority of the ones that are influencers, yeah, but that's more the influencer, not the morbidly obese. Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm saying, like, The ones on like 600-Pound Life, they're anomalies. And so are the girls. They're anomalies. And again, there's like there were 4 girls. And how many people have been on the 600-Pound Life show? Like less than 30? That's not a lot of people. I mean, that's like not even a drop in the bucket in number of people. So, is it bathroom break? Oh my god, I haven't been using my timer at all. I have been looking at my clock though. So, let's do that. No. That? Yeah. Yeah, if you need to go to the bathroom, you may go to the bathroom. Hello, Dragon Ghoul. How are you? Hello, Kendaba. How are you? I know people have this idea that they're going to try to force Levi to leave, but I don't think Levi will leave. Tammy and Amy are both. Yeah, I didn't really follow Tammy and Amy very much, but I know Zachary did. He's actually friends with Tammy. Like he's friends with one of them. Not like close friends, but they do chat. Lovely Pigeon says, having been super morbidly obese, it takes a lot of delusion and manipulation to get there, especially once your mobility starts to go, much like my vision. So yeah. What if she's going to be on 600-Pound Life and is dialing up the drama for the camera? I don't know. Hey, Bruce, how you doing? Earthikins. I'm missing the conversation that's happening here, and I apologize. Yeah, Taylor, I hate that she put the missionaries' faces online like they're the ones harassing her. They aren't responsible for where they go. They get sent to certain areas. She should have blurred them. I mean, the same shit that I give her about public spaces and all that applies to everybody, unfortunately. So, Tammy from 600-Pound Life. Yeah, Tammy and Amy from 600-Pound Life. They're friendly with Zachary Michael. I put friendly in quotation marks. I don't know how friendly they are, but I know that they've talked off and on. Thank you for the gold coin, Susan of the Woods. Astera, I think she knows her time there is limited, or if shit goes south, she won't be the one staying. Yeah, well, I think that's more true. Thank you for the flowers. Aw, thank you for all the gifts, Susan of the Woods. Yeah, I think that's more accurate. I think if shit goes south, I think Rosie's the one that's probably going to get the boot. Rachel Elizabeth says, stay hydrated. We should stay hydrated, yes. Drink water if you haven't recently. Yeah, Zachary Michael is good with boundaries. I'm sure they're friendly, not friends. Yeah, exactly. So. Yeah, Outlaw Heart. She doesn't even blur out her backgrounds. She's not going to blur out people's faces. I mean, like I said earlier, in the US, we don't have privacy laws like they do in other countries. So until that changes, that's what went right there. Hey, it's Mooch. She said, I know I won't be in that room much longer. And Lee said, I can't wait to come home. So my guess is she's planning on forcing Levi to switch rooms. I hope he refuses too. A giant spider just ran under your bed. I don't blame you for sharing that. Get a giant book and just drop it on them and then don't move it for a week. That's the only way to know it's dead. Step on it a few times. Don't touch it. No, you should not use hybrids to jumpstart cars. No, you can't jump a hybrid either. That's unfortunate. I hope everything worked out, Bruce. I'm sorry. Simple rule, see it on TV or from a content creator that doesn't represent the majority of people. Yeah. Taking all info from those sources will echo chamber your outlook. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's Girl World. It's a very small It's a very small pond. I don't know if I want to call it that. Universe. Yeah, I know her and I don't think Lee is intentionally driving Levi insane. I think it's just, well, it's Levi's space, and in general, they're just invading his space. But Mammy says she already hogs the kitchen, and anything visible from the kitchen, he should have the bigger space to himself. I mean, he should have the bigger space to himself because he pays the fucking bills. It's not like she pays bills. Oh man, lasagna soup sounds so good though.
She absolutely is going to write several paragraphs about it. Her response is, great questions. Issues. The human headphones. Us here. A lot.
Sorry, I just read it, so I'm skipping that part.
Above all else, seek guidance and help from trusted professionals. Great advice, Roz. Have you thought about it? I feel your pain, but I'm struggling myself, and I am by no means an expert. You're sure talking like one. Just someone who relates to you through these experiences. If I would bet money, I would bet physical paper U.S. American dollars that if you asked her to define depersonalization and derealization, she couldn't do it.
I feel like there was a conversation between her and another commenter about what those two things were. I feel like there was a comment thread between her and someone else about what those two things even were. But I might be hallucinating. There might have been a glitch, Nikki. It's entirely possible. So I keep checking the window to see if it's... Oh, I was skipping the video. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Actually, on that topic, I just want to get too into it because some people are really fucking evil.
I personally don't think that calling someone on their bullshit is inherently evil, but, you know, Roz has her own vocabulary for things.
Maybe. Just kind of vibe checking and going from there. So, and it's like something that I can do. And I also have some stuff I want to get rid of. And also I have like every notebook I've ever written in, and I kind of want to...
You want to know something that I hate because of my hand peeing? You want to know something that I avoid because of my hand peeing? QP Mayo bottles like that. I have like a way that I wring them out with you use a dowel rod or like a spoon handle because they hurt your hand. But she's just squeezing it like it's nothing. Her and her hand peeing. Why are cover letters so hard to write? I don't know, Uncomfortable Ginger. I don't know. So you guys are having a little bit of glitch from me? Like, audio glitch or video glitch? Selective as fuck hand pain. Yeah. Yes, Icky. Yes.
I'm gonna go through that. No, I don't get any disability money. No.
All right.
I hope you get good luck. Is that what you sent me a picture of? Barry has...
Squeezing a honey bottle. She...
so I was gonna say is I actually completely deleted the Reddit app off of my phone.
It's a video glitch, but you're trying to refresh. Okay. I just really don't like how she treated Remy. No, she treats Remy like shit.
And it's really nice because I feel like I now kind of am given the information that I need to know and I don't have to see the rest. And that brings me so much peace.
So now Barry McCracken is up Girl World's ass, and just like filtering everything that she sees to Rosee Jean, so that Rosee Jean does not have to open things herself and respond to things herself.
So Barry McCracken is baby birding Rosee Girl World. Also, aren't they in charge of all of Rosee's responses, all of Rosee's comments now? Something like that?
And it brings her a lot of peace. I think that that's fantastic. I think that that's a great idea. If you can trust this person, and that's and you're okay with people sending you things like, hey, this person is talking shit about you, you're okay with receiving that, and you're okay with just trusting that person.
Oh, my camera's autofocus. Yeah, I forgot to turn that off.
Interested in and like you're and vibe checking you to make sure that you have the bandwidth for it at that moment. You know what? I'm all for it. Go for it. Do I think that she is actually not looking at Reddit? No, 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 no.
People love to make assumptions and think they know shit, then they don't know fuck all. Because apparently people thought Barry was my boyfriend at one point. The chicken parm was my boyfriend, and like they were coming to all these crackpot theories, and I'm sitting here like, it's so interesting, like how much projection happens. You know, like they come up with all these crazy crackpot theories because like that's how their brain works, and I'm like,
You believe that you're being gang stalked. You believe that you're being gang stalked. You believe that somebody has hacked into your email. Here's another thing I want to talk about. We're not getting into this video any further today, probably. Here's another thing I want to talk about. You guys remember back with the We're All Insane podcast where she's talking about her 8-year stalker and how that guy would like hack into her phone and like manipulate shit through her phone and all of her like social media and stuff. You guys remember how she would talk about that? And now she's like talking about it, not her stalker, but she's talking about the same type of behavior happening again. Right? And then there's other stories that she has told over the years. Like when she was, invading her not stepchild's email and going through her not stepchild's phone. Is she really the one who was actually doing it? Again, no evidence, just feelings in my gut. Chicken Parm should change their name back to a Barnacle. You just wanted to take the chicken out of their name, didn't they? There are that many people stalking her that know how to hack into technology. Exactly, Outlaw Heart. But that's the thing. Gang stalking is a term that is used to describe paranoia and psychosis. It's not a thing. It's not a real thing. It is a term that is used to describe people who are paranoid and think that they are being harassed and stalked by unknown masses. I'm being very simplistic of this term because I am not a therapist. But the point is, it's not an actual thing. She uses the term as if it were an actual thing, knowing that it's not how the term is supposed to be used. And then on top of it, she names her imaginary stalker group the Quirky Creepy Crew because it's quirky, ha ha ha. She named them that. So she has named her gang stalkers. Again, this is not a term that is real. This is a term used to describe paranoia, states of paranoia. So she has named her imaginary stalkers the Quirky Creepy Crew. If she was sitting in a therapist's office saying these things to somebody who could actually, prescribe and do medical care, what would they be thinking right now? Probably the same thing most of us are thinking. But they have degrees. Knowing the little I know about it, are you okay? Blink twice. Delusion. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, do you know I have a boyfriend? He's obsessed with me. I'm desirable. Yeah, it's fine. Mamie says, I think she has certain scripts she keeps running on different groups without realizing she's already made them public. It's like Amber saying hi to her stalker on her video. People really being stalked are terrified. Yeah. Like, she doesn't do anything. She did, didn't she, Nikki? Yesterday, when someone joined her membership, she said, "Welcome to the creepy crew." What an idiot. So she can't even keep her quirky crew separate from her quirky, creepy crew. So, quirky, queefy crew. Don't make me do that. I'll say that unintentionally. I'm just skimming these things. Well, Emily, I mean, that is a theory, but we don't have evidence. But that is a strong theory in the community. Emily says, I was told she gave her affair partner remote access to her computer to show her the dark web. And then when she got caught cheating and he became her, quote, stalker, she said he was doing it without her knowledge. So the whole thing with the stalker possibly being her person she was having an affair with, that's a theory that goes around in the community. I don't think it's without merit, but it is also without evidence. However, the problem with Rosee is she's been on the internet and doing lives and showing her ass long enough that we know her behavior now, and we know her behavior patterns, and we can look into the past stories that she is telling. And that's the other thing you have to keep in mind. She is telling these stories with no one else being able to verify these stories, right? So you have to take everything with a giant grain of salt, which is something I was saying during the whole, like, stepchild video. Soda 1, by the way, in case anyone was wondering. So you can't trust any of the stories she tells to begin with, which is another reason why people question that stalker thing. And then the way she tells the story, it's suspicious. And then you compare current behavior and current behavior patterns to what she was claiming was happening in the past, and shit just doesn't line up. So there are a lot of people who do have people do have the theory that she was having a long-term affair, or she was trying to convince her actual boyfriend at the time to do the poly thing, and he said no. And, and when the other relationship fell through, she decided that guy was a stalker. So, to kind of save face with the actual boyfriend. So, Bruce. I had a spider in my shadow where I had to make sure it wasn't a Black Widow today. That was fun. A guy I dated had a psychotic break and he had this delusion. It was terrifying. Wow. Yeah, I mean, people, like Nikki's pointing out, I mean, people have their reasons. Again, like I was saying earlier, like everything I said was speculation, but I have this gut feeling. I mean, people have their reasons for believing it. And like I said, I don't think it's without merit. We don't have evidence. But here's the other end of this that I hate to point out. We only have her story. So this is the problem with Rosee and Amber, and the problem that Foodie runs into, though Foodie did record the whole fucking thing, so maybe not so much for Foodie. But, like, Amber and Rosee especially are so unreliable as narrators of their own lives, and have been proven through their own videos to be bold ass faced lying, that, like, they have created an atmosphere, like a situation where people do not trust them no matter what they say. Like, they literally could be telling the truth and no one will believe them because they are perceived as being just constant liars because there's evidence of it. And they will look at you dead in the fucking eye and go, I didn't lie. And you'll be like, I'm showing you the video of you lying. Well, that's not me lying. It's your evil twin? So that's the problem that Rosee and Amber have, is they have proven themselves to be liars so often that even if they do tell the truth, people don't believe them. They're Cassandras. So the only difference is Cassandra actually was telling the truth. So anyway, react to me lying. They've reacted to themselves lying. Well, Amber used to do that anyway. Who was Cassandra? Cassandra was I don't remember if it was Greek or Roman myth, but they overlap anyway. Cassandra was cursed by the gods to always speak the truth, but no one would believe her. Yes, Cassandra is a mythological figure. It's Greek. Gotcha. I can't remember if it was Greek or Roman. She's not going to be believed until she can prove she's changed. She thinks she has. Yeah, I mean, she saw the downfall of Troy. Yeah. That's a whole thing. But the whole point is, Cassandra would tell the truth. No one would believe her. No matter who she said or how much she insisted it was the truth. Which the girls are constantly doing. I'm telling the truth. And then you find out later, they'll either admit that they were lying, or you find out through a video that they post that they were lying. Like, you don't even have to dig. They'll just eventually give you they'll just eventually give away that they were lying. Yeah, escape. Yeah, Cassandra's a woman who tells everybody terrible things are going to happen. Everyone laughed at her, and she turns out to be correct. Well, I mean, there's probably a reactor named Cassandra, because it's a fairly popular name. Or was. But no, it's fine. I mean, like, it's fine. I mean, I remember little details of here and there of Greek and Roman mythology, so. You thought I meant colloquially? Almost got that one out. The Cassandra bit reminds me of the Scream 3 scene. I didn't watch Scream 3. Yeah, rule number 1 of the girls always lie. Rule number 2, they always tell on themselves. Yeah. Martha says, Roz is heavily attention motivated, negative or positive. It doesn't matter. Lying will consistently give her that attention one way or the other. Either if it's believed or if people disprove it. Right. And I think that's why her mom, don't get me wrong, I'm not a fan of Maz. I don't like Mima really. But she did, like, straight up say to the camera on a live, we just couldn't trust you. You just lied a lot as a kid. We could never trust what you were saying. As a teenager, I think she said. I'm paraphrasing, obviously. And recently, her father has, if he's in the chat and she gets on one of her tirades about her past, her dad has been calling her out for her untruths in the chat. So, Maz is a little weirdly too, yeah. Mima, Creepaw, they're all a little weird. So. Oh, Scream 3, though, they're putting on a play, stage production, and one of the characters is Cassandra. That's kind of deep. You failed to locate the spider. Eee. I don't blame you, Emily. I don't know if I'd get off the bed. Cassandra... Okay, in mythology, Cassandra's prophecies aren't ambiguous. She foresaw the fall of Rome. And mythology is always correct. Also, the Odyssey, went to go see the Odyssey. I'm going to offend a few of you. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. It was 3 hours of my life I will never get back. You don't get someone like Roz from stable upbringing. Here's the thing that I always wonder about, though, Asteria, is like, or Asteria, I'm sorry. I can't say your name correctly. Her sister seems to be functional. I'm not going to say stable, but she seems to be functional. And Levi's functional. So what the fuck happened with Roz? Her parents are functional. I'm not going to claim any of these people are stable, but they're functional. What the fuck happened? Did I go with Mr. Snowflake? What? Oh, that I can't pronounce people's names. I'm so sorry. Oh, did he go to the Odyssey and he didn't like it either? I haven't seen that part. The bar for the family's really low. What is my opinion on the artifact controversy around the Odyssey? There's an artifact controversy? I didn't know there was one. I'm not insulted. I just want to have a deep discussion on it, and no one wants to because they're depressing. It's the most depressing movie I've seen in forever. Like, if the goal of the movie was to make me wish that I had never watched it, then it succeeded. And it's not because it was badly acted. It was well acted. Everyone did an excellent job with their characters. It was pretty. If you want to judge it by the definition of movie, then it was a good movie. But the plot and everything, I was just like, Jesus fucking Christ, could we have a joke? Can we have a laugh? Anything? Can someone smile once? It was awful. Stolen Iran jewelry worn by actors. Really? Well, I mean, if it's stolen, I'm not here for it. I understand it's supposed to be depressing, but 3 hours of depression? I sat through 3 hours of a movie and only 4 people lived. The dog didn't even make it, which I know the dog's not supposed to. I've read the Odyssey. I know how the book goes. Anyway. Oh, no spoilers. It's the Odyssey, Bella. It's the oldest story in the world. Oh, shit. To be fair, it wasn't fair. It wasn't a fun 10 years for Odysseus either. I mean, fair, but Zendaya wore stolen earrings. I don't even think I noticed the earrings Zendaya was wearing, to be honest with you. I didn't know anything about that. 3,000 years ago. Sorry. Sorry. No. Guys, don't. The story, the Odyssey is a story about failing, stubbornness, vanity, and regret. Well, don't worry. I regret. To be fair, it is depressing. They followed the source. Yep. No, you're fine. You're fine, Bella. I'm sorry. You're fine. Ah, funny. You're gonna go do your live stream before pausing a book? Bye. Have fun with your live stream. Send me your link. The person that did the translation it was based on didn't like it either. That's funny. Yeah, the dog was just the cherry on top. This is God damn it. Even back in the day, they didn't like when the dog didn't make it. Anyway. And spoilers makes me laugh as hard as historically accurate that Musk wants to make. Oh my god, yeah. I don't know why. I know that Musk is mad about something, and I don't know what that is, and I don't know if I give a shit. How do you make historically accurate fictional story? It's the Odyssey. They're literally talking about gods and cyclopses. Have fun with that. Right into your garage, historically accurate Cyclops. Odysseus wasn't a cheery. You know what? It took me forever to realize that was Matt Damon, though. I did not realize that was Matt Damon the entire damn movie. Didn't click at all. So was busy growing his beard. It was woke. Anna Banana? What was woke about it? What was woke about it? It was the Odyssey. Anyway. Have fun 4 paws on a book. To be fair, the book and every version of the movie has been incredibly depressing. It was very well acted. No, I'm not complaining about the actors at all. It's just the source is always going to be down. No. So I guess on that aspect of it, Edmund turned into a pig. I guess that was very woke, Bella, I guess. Is that what pissed him off? The guys getting turned into pigs? That's literally part of the story. People are mad Elliot Page exists and Helen of Troy is black. What? They're mad because the actress was black? Okay. I don't know who the other person was. I'm sorry. What character did Elliot Page play? I'm sorry, I'm an idiot and I don't know my actors. Let's go look a thing up. I love Elliot Page. What's the problem with him? He was brilliant. I fucking love this guy. Oh, controversy surrounding Christopher Nolan's. He was like one of the best parts of the fucking movie. Not that the movie wasn't bad. It was just so depressing. What's everybody's problem with it? You guys do understand Elon Musk is crazy, right? We'll also touch on why people keep bringing up Vikings and Batman. Matt Damon. That's why. The biggest bone of contention in the lead up to the film has been the casting, the absence of any Greek actors. Well, I get that part. He's the only confirmed actor of Greek descent in the film. Here's the thing, though. Would anybody have gone to watch this movie if all of the actors had been Greek? Let's be real. It wasn't woke. It's the Odyssey. It can't be woke. Did I get a link? He's trans? I don't care. He's brilliant. What difference does it make? Wait, what? So because an actor's trans, it's woke? Dude, literally, Elliot Page is probably one of the best actors in the fucking movie. And that's saying something, because nobody was bad. What was his character's name? I forget the name of the character, but that character was like one of the most important characters in the fucking movie. Anyway, people are stupid. Yes, thank you. Thank you, damn it, Janet. People are stupid. Elon does hate trans people. Yes, that has been established. That is true. We can't argue that point. Didn't he disown his own kid? Well, I mean, Elliot Page is hot. There, I said it. Sinian, thank you. Thank you, Ruthie. Sinian. Sinian was such a great character. She disowned Elliot, or Elon. Yeah, the other way around. Yeah. My big fat Greek Odyssey. Yeah, I'm going to bitch about it for 4 more minutes here. We're not bitching. We're not really. Helen looked great. I loved how they like put gold on her skin like that. Sorry. I know we were supposed to be talking about Roz. I'm so sorry. How was it a feminist reimagining of the Odyssey? It was about a dude. I don't know if I probably would. I'll go look more up about Elliot Page because I think I've only seen him as Elliot. So I'll go look up that more. I forgot Roz even existed. We've only got 3 minutes left anyway, so. Hello, European snowflake. Isn't Christopher Nolan conservative? Oh, probably. I wouldn't be terribly surprised. Oh, is he from Juno? I never watched Juno, but I saw, I remember it. It's woke because they gave Penelope 3 speaking lines. Penelope was okay. I mean, she wasn't that important. I mean, I'm not knocking the actress. I don't think they made her that. She was important in that she existed. It was the hero's journey. She had to be there. Oh, yeah. Well, not everybody's attracted to everybody. It's not that fun. It's fine. It was very not feminist because Nolan isn't one. Yeah, exactly. I think people who go to movie theaters are a bit weird and enjoy mystery, stickiness, and fluids touching their... Look. I sat in someone else's Schmidt for like 3 hours. Elliot was the main girl in Juno. Okay. They do an adaptation of the Iliad. Didn't they already do the Iliad, though, Presens? I feel like the Iliad has already been done. Or am I insane? I did see Inception. I'm not going over today because we're clearly not focused. And that's fine. The main issue the Odyssey is going to face is crossing the $1 billion mark to break even. I don't know, man. It's sold out. Okay, in my theater, when I went to go see it, it had sold out. Like all of the seats. So Paige is also in Umbrella Academy. Maybe that's where I've seen them. Wishbone did the best Odyssey. Bye, clown sourcing. Well, we're wrapping up anyway, so. Random, exactly. These people need to get over trans and gay people in Greek and Roman based movies. Have they seen Greek and Roman history? I mean, it was considered more noble to have a male lover than to have do it with your wife. Wait, Woodstock look like Disneyland? You know what? The ancient Greeks, so woke. Wives were gay. Yeah, wasn't there there's some story, I might be crazy, but I feel like there was some story of a Roman or Greek senator, I get the two mixed up, don't worry about it, who he got mocked or something because he preferred doing it with his wife versus having the bathhouse. And I was just like, that's bizarre, but all right. That was weird back then, apparently. Oh, are you guys talking about Weed Bump over here? Saipez, thank you for the stars. Yeah, exactly, Zomleek. Wives. I mean, Lesbos. Just okay. Well, I appreciate them, Saipes. They're kind of fun. I like when they pop up. Everyone was well, obviously Tessa, because all of the statues were white. They clearly didn't have any paint on them whatsoever. Yummy. Et tu, Brofet? Brofet. Never mind. Spartans, dude. Yeah, exactly. Rosy weed bump, dainty brave warrior. We love the gays. So did the Greeks and Romans. What were the women doing, or who were the women doing? Each other. Saving the wrong species. Each other. You gotta use them sparingly. What did you do now? You started this conversation. I hope you're happy with yourself. Well, history's never wrong, so... Look, the word Lesbos comes from the island of Lesbos? Or was it the poetess? I'm gonna look this one up, and then it's gonna be the last thing we do. Lesbos. I can't remember if it was an island or... Yeah, it was the island. But there was a poetess known for her poetry, her erotic female poetry. But Lesbos still exists. It's a real place. So she must have been from Lesbos. And I'm just going to keep saying it. So there. And I'm going to probably get struck because YouTube has like no fucking sense of humor. They're not going to help me out here, are they? No. Because it's a real place and people actually go there. If I do poetry? No, not Petrified Forest. Sappho? Yeah. Is that who I'm looking for? Yeah, there we go. Sappho. Lesbian. Yes, there we go. I'm probably pronouncing Sappho wrong, too. The island is most famously associated with Sappho, the 10th muse, whose passionate verses on love and desire for women established the island's literary legacy and gave rise to the term lesbian. There you go. Oh, you want to talk about Lesbos? You want a podcast? I've podcasted before, dude. I should probably send you my podcast before you decide you want to podcast with me. Is geography gay? Yes. Yes, Ruthie. Keep your skepticism out of my historically accurate mythology stories. Yeah, YouTube doesn't like peaches or eggplants. Yeah. We're still sort of kind of talking about... Still kind of sort of talking about Quirky over here. Well, fine then. I will... Bruce Wayne. I will get caught up on Rosee on my own. A tiny wee person in Trailer Park Kids. How her parents ruined her life with her neglect. And he's like, yeah, exactly, Emily. Yeah, her dad's been calling her shit out. But anyway. Who knows who was deaf gay Carmen Sandiego? She was always in the closet. Womp womp. Alright, anyway. Thank you guys for joining me. I hope we enjoyed the completely unrelated to anything Rosee podcast. Great, thanks. Now you got me doing it. Live that we did today. I think we had fun. I want to catch up on Rosee as a group project. Well, I mean, I have to go now though. Pause on a Book said they went live. I don't know what their channel is though. And I'm pretty sure Nikki's probably going to go live later on tonight, so if you're looking for more lives, Scar might still be live. I don't know. But there'll be more people going live tonight who will probably be more focused on the topic of their lives, unlike me, who apparently am all over the damn place. But there you go. So if you've made it this far, go ahead and put a... Do they have like a Greek leer? What is that thing called? Put something Greek down in the comment section, since that's what we wrapped up with. Let's go back to the Odyssey talk. I was having a fun time going on about Odyssey, to be honest with you. And well, I'll try to get caught up myself by next week. But here's the thing I was thinking about. I know everybody else and their brother's done it, and I know it's kind of like its own form of an epic. But would you guys be interested in watching Rosee's reaction to the Life by Jen documentary? Because I have those, if you guys would be interested in watching them. So, ooh, Greek salad. That sounds good. Yeah. So if you guys would be interested in that, you would? Okay. Well, there's 3 people, so that counts. I think maybe we'll try that out a little bit next week, and that'll be a long-term project, so that'll keep us busy. So you've heard of it but never seen it. We might jump through it some, because it's a long reaction for her, which means it'll be long for us. And lesbians, the Greek flag and lesbians, that's funny, Emily. But yeah, so thank you guys for joining me. Thanks for listening to us ramble. And I will see members on Tuesday. And I will see everybody else this time next week. So thank you guys. Bye. Oh, and random. Bye.